to Python for Data Science tutorial on Tuples. This session is on tuple in Python. So this is also again a sequence data type that we use in Python. So let's get started. Python tuple. Just like list, tuple is also an ordered collection of Python objects. The only difference between the list and tuple is that tuples are immutable. That is, tuples cannot be modified after it's created. It's represented by the tuple class. In Python, tuples are created by placing a sequence of values separated by comma. Let's take an example. Let's say tup1 is going to create the tuple. So the elements here, unlike the list, should be enclosed within smaller parentheses. So the elements has to be separated by the comma operator. So in list we were using square brackets, but here for tuple we use the small brackets. So let's print our tuple what we have created, and also let's check the data type of the same. So let me put that within the print statement. So print type tup1. Let's run this. So you could see the output here. It is holding the elements 1, 2 and 3, and the class, that is the data type, is tuple. Tuple could hold all types of data. So let's create one more tuple which is holding like integer, then let's say a string, say tut fulcrum. Now let it hold a complex entity. So 1 plus say 2j, let it hold a floating value. Let's print this. Okay, let's execute and check our output. So you could see the tup2, it's holding an integer 1, string tut fulcrum, a complex data 1 plus 2j, and a floating value 3.45. You could also create a tuple with nested tuples. Say for example, we create tup3 equal to. Now enclose the tuple elements with separate parentheses. So let's say the first tuple is holding values 1, 1, 2, and the second tuple is going to hold values say 1, 2, 3. So these tuples should be enclosed within separate small brackets. So here you could see we have created a nested tuple, that is tuple within a tuple. Now let's see how we create a tuple from a list. So first we need to create a list. Let's call it as list1, and as we have discussed, the elements are enclosed within square brackets. So this creates a list. From this list we are going to create a tuple. So let's call it as tup4. Now what we are going to do is, actually we are going to typecast this list to a tuple. So we'll say tuple list1. This creates a tuple tup4. Let's print and see our output. Yes, you could see here the output is 1, 2, 3. Let's check the data type also. So print type tup4. Yes, you could see the output here, it is tuple. Now let's see how we access the tuple elements. For this, I've created a tuple tup which is holding the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So to access the elements of a tuple, we could make use of the indexing technique. It is exactly similar to what we did with the list. So if I say print tup within square brackets, I'll specify the index value. If I say tup of 0, this will refer to the first element of your tuple. That is, we will get the output as 1. Same way, if it was say 3, this corresponds to the element 4. Negative indexing is also possible here. So if I say tup of -1, this will refer to the last element of your tuple. That is, you should be able to access the element 8 of your tuple. You could also access a range of elements from the tuple, which is referred to as the slicing of the tuple. So here we'll make use of the colon operator. So if I say tup of 0:3, this will access the elements with index value 0, 1 and 2. 3 is not included. Always the first index position is accessed and the last one is excluded. So this is going to give you an output with the elements starting from index position 0. That is 1, 0, 1 and 2. So your output will be 1, 2 and 3. Let's check. Yes, you're getting the output 1, 2, 3. How do you reverse your tuple? It's same as we did with the list. You'll say tup, then colon, double colon, -1. This will reverse your tuple. You could see the output here. It's giving you the elements 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Tuple is immutable. Let's verify this. So we know the tup is holding the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now if you say tup of 0, you know you're trying to access the first element of your tuple. So if you try to modify this value, say tup 0, if you try to assign this with a new value, say 12. This is not permitted. You could see the error message here. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Tuple is immutable. You cannot modify the values of the created tuple. Now let's see concatenation of tuple, that is combining tuples. Let's say we have tuple 1, that's tup 1 is equal to, let's say the elements are 1, 2 and 3. We'll create one more tuple, say tup 2 equal to, let's say the elements are 3, then let's say fulcrum, and let that hold one more element, say 6 and then one more 8. So if I say tup 1 plus tup 2, this will put tup 2 to the end of tup 1. That is, here you are combining two tuples, tup 1 and tup 2. To the end of tup 1, tup 2 will be placed. Let's take this result to a new tuple, let's say tup 3, and let's print our tup 3. So you could see the output here, tup 3 is holding the elements 1, 2, 3. This is our first tuple, that is tup 1. After that, it adds the next tuple, that is tup 2. 3, fulcrum, 6 and 8. You could delete a tuple using the del command. If you say del tup3, the tuple by name tup3 will be removed now. So again, if you try to access this, you will end up with an error. You could see the error message here. Name tup3 is not defined. It's because you have deleted the tuple tup3 using the del command. About tuples in Python, we have discussed how we create a tuple in Python, how we access the tuple elements, and we have seen that it is immutable and few operations associated with tuples in Python. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe, and please don't forget to tap the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever we upload a new videos. Thank you.